Hi guys, it's Kim from Go to Combat Promotions and we are with
Zayaan. Hello.
Okay, amazing. So you just had a fight last night. How do you feel after your big win?
Feel good. I'm a bit tired. Feel like,
You had no sleep.
Yeah, I had no sleep. Had no sleep. 2 hours sleep. Bit bruised, but nothing serious.
You won TKO round 2. Can we see videos? Can we look back at it?
Yeah,
how
yeah.
did you win?
So round 1 was a bit slow from my side. Dad told me in round 2 take the round, so I just came out strong. Hit me with a 1-2.
Your dad's here too.
Yeah. Got him with a sweep and he just didn't get back up.
So you just swept him and he was like, that's it?
Yeah. He was making out his knee or his foot, but it was...
He just didn't want the smoke.
He didn't want it.
So how long have you been in Thailand for?
Been in Thailand now for like, what's the date?
What is it?
30th. So
Yeah,
I've been here
30th.
for like 2 months, just over 2 months.
Are you living here for good now or are you going
Nah,
back? Or?
I'm going back. I've got a fight in March, so I'm gonna go back for March, do a fight camp in the UK, fight, and then that's it, yeah.
And that's Pretty Killers?
Pretty
show? And
Killers.
that's brand new, right? How's that going?
They've had a few shows now, actually. They've had a few shows. Second time on the show, so it's a good one. It's hot, man.
That's I was going to say you're swaying. Should I get you to... Do you want to stop like...
How are you not sweating?
You know what? Everyone says that when I train. They're like, Kim, you don't sweat. I'm like, yeah, I actually don't sweat.
Because you're used to the heat.
No. So tell us more about your business and how do you balance fighting full time and also managing a business, and you also have a day job. How do you manage all of that?
Cool. So to be honest, I won't pretend. My day job is remote. Obviously, if you're watching day job, I do the 8 hours every day. But
Is that 9 to 5?
basically 9 to 5. But if I start a bit later, I finish a bit later. I'm a software engineer in it, so it's like
Okay, that's really good.
it's quite flexible. Balancing it is like, at first I found it harder. Yeah, I was like, I got ill a few times. So I was just drained.
Yeah, you get burnt out, isn't it?
It's more about learning how to manage your energy without mashing your body up every time.
Yeah. I feel like that's like me. It's like when I overwork myself, I get so tired and like drained, and then I get sick because I'm not resting.
Especially when you're training as well.
Yeah, and you're training full time, so then doesn't that affect your like fight camp?
In ways, it does complement each other, because obviously when you're in fight camp, you're just living a healthy lifestyle. So generally, you should have more energy throughout the camp. Obviously, when you're cutting weight, that does take an impact. You get more tired towards the end of camp, but you're supposed to go to bed early, like eat the good foods, do your exercise.
So you have to be very, very disciplined.
Yeah, so I stick to like a routine. So I'd wake up, do my run, do my work, train, and then throughout the day, I'd be answering emails and calls. Answering. But I think that's a normal way to say it, no?
Answering.
But there's no R. Like if you spell it, there's no R.
but like it's answering, but it's
Where'd you get
a
that
silent R.
No, no silent R. The daytime, it's like answering emails,
Sorry, carry on.
answering emails, calls,
Go. Yeah.
and then training again. Then the evening times where I really try to work on business operations. But obviously I'm only 2 years in, so I'm always trying to grow. Learning new marketing schemes, email campaigns, more clients, equals more money, you know. So I'm only 2 years deep, so still a lot of work. It's not flatlined.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Still working on a lot of things. So tell us more about your cleaning business.
So I started a cleaning business about 2 years ago, off the back of COVID, because I thought COVID and cleaning would make sense. In my head, before I started, I was thinking this is an easy type of business. Don't seem too complicated.
Yeah.
And I could see my return on investment quite quickly.
What actually inspired you? Sorry, because like I see a lot of people doing like other businesses, but I never see people doing like cleaning businesses, especially at your age. Like, what
So
actually
basically, I looked at the
inspired that?
statistics. People start their first business and generally it fails. It doesn't make a lot of money. So I thought, let me do one that doesn't have that much initial investment, just in case that happens. And that was cleaning. And I also wanted to work on my people management skills. And you see, cleaning business, you're managing a team, right?
Sure, yeah.
So that's what I want to get experience in. So for my next business, which is...
What is your next business?
That's in the vault.
Okay.
Still here, still
Okay,
here.
just like I'm keeping my business secrets.
Yeah.
get better at my people management skills, because I think that's essential, isn't it? Like getting people to do things that you say, tell them to do, and each person is receptive different. Because I've had bad staff members before.
Okay.
But like,
What do you mean by bad? Like,
oh, no, they have gone through loads of staff. They're just staff. STAFF. Just bad
and
cleaners.
They just don't do their job.
Don't do the job. They turn up late. The excuses.
So how do you deal with that? Like, do you have to be very strict with them?
Yeah, I have to be very strict. I give them, nowadays, if I hire someone new, I tell them to clean either my apartment or someone's apartments I don't tell them that it's mine.
Okay.
Give them a test trial, see how good they are before I know if I want to hire them or not.
Okay.
That's how I get around it. But I fired like 5-6 people.
How do you fire them, Mr. Ali Sugar?
I just tell them it's not going to work out. Go collect their equipment and then that's it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I feel like running business like that, it's just so hard. You have to be so strict. And I feel like for me, I'm like too nice sometimes. No, I don't know how to.
That was my mistake. Yeah, that was my mistake when I started. Yeah. So when I started, I gave.
And if you work with friends, I don't know if you work with friends too, but they'll probably.
I have worked with friends and family before, but there's politics sometimes. Politics
you
sometimes.
Step over like each other's boundaries sometimes. Like the lines get blurred.
Yeah, and you need to be careful who you work with, especially with friends. Like, because not everyone can play the same position in the team, right? That's what messes it up. Someone has to. There always has to be a leader, in my opinion. I don't think there can be two exact equal leaders, but especially if you have different approaches to business.
True.
Even though they might be good at business, if they have different approaches, it can really mess up the dynamic.
You're 22, you started your business at 20. Yeah. Did you find it hard launching a business at a very young age?
I wouldn't say I found it hard. It was quite daunting. But I felt like I knew what I was in for. I've had other smaller scale business endeavors before, but it's my first time managing a team. That was probably the biggest challenge, because obviously everyone I'm managing quite a lot older than me, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. So it wasn't hard, but it's a big learning curve. It's a big learning curve. That I think the key for me was to remain humble, to always accept advice, even from someone who hasn't done it before, but because they've got the years on me, they've been around the game, and a cleaning business isn't so complicated. So
do you know what? With businesses, it's like you just have to do it. Like some people just procrastinate, like they try to be perfectionists, which is something I do. I'm a perfectionist. Don't know if you've noticed, but then my business partner, she kind of pushes me a little, so it's good. And then it's just like, you're just always going to make mistakes. In the beginning, it's going to be it's not going to be the best, but then in a year's time, you're going to look back and be like, wow, I've grown so much. Like, you just have to take that risk.
Yeah, I feel like the more you do, the faster you're going to learn. So the faster you'll make progress, isn't it?
Yeah, just make mistakes, just do it. Did you find that you needed a lot of help when starting up?
I didn't need a lot of help, but I took a lot of advice. My auntie, she's got a successful cleaning business in the Midlands, so she was a great person for inspiration, but also advice. I think she's like a serial entrepreneur, so I realised the cleaning business, you can balance it with other things in life, like in her case, other businesses or she got kids and that. So I thought cleaning business was fitting well with fighting and training and work, all of that stuff. I've had mentorship, but not specifically business mentorship. I've had like leadership mentorship.
There's a lot of people who want to start businesses out there, but is it feasible for anyone to start a side hustle like this one in particular?
Yeah, definitely. I started when I was 20. I had a full-time job and professional fighting career, so I was training a lot as well. And knowing what to do makes a big difference. But once you learn the process and the steps, it makes it a lot easier. And it's more about delegating that time, making that commitment, and then you can do it. Definitely, anyone can do it, I think. Full-time education, full-time job, you can do it alongside that, Maybe if not, if you've got like 5 kids, obviously people have commitments in life. But most people around my age, a bit younger, a bit older, their main commitment is their job or education. You can balance it with that,
Because some people, they're just like, okay, I have to quit my full-time job to do this, but you can actually do both?
Yeah, I started that as a side hustle.
Mm-hmm.
But of recent, I've made more through the business than my full-time job.
How much money did you aim to make a month?
I was aiming to make half of what I make a month for my job. I thought I was going to learn a lot and then transfer that into another business after like maybe a few years down the line. So I'm planning to make £1,700 a month was my
Goal.
My first 3 months, I doubled that. I was making...
Really?
Yeah, my first 3 months, I was doing 3,000 a month.
Cool.
And I landed a good contract early on.
That's really good.
Yes, that.
And are you still making that much right now? Hello?
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking.
Probably a bit more, yeah. A bit more than that, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's really good. How long did it take you to go remote so you could live?
So...
Because you're here in Thailand right now, and I feel like this is a dream for all the fighters out there.
Yeah, it's real.
So, yeah.
It's wicked out here, man. Like, sun, you see what it was? It's a cold in the UK. That's
Like
what
you've
pushed
got
me
your
up.
backpack and then your jacket going to the gym, and it's like, oh, so ghetto.
Yeah, it's real.
But here it's like in the back of the boat, you're like so excited to go training, like it's just so different.
Yeah, looking at water, training.
Oh,
I not you though. You're allergic.
no, but I didn't actually have coconut water.
You just told me you're allergic.
No, but I am allergic to like coconut this and that, but coconut water, I don't know why I'm not allergic to. I'm allergic to all nuts, seafood and coconut.
Seafood?
Yeah.
You're not allergic to coconuts.
I
Hey, you
am
need to try
coconut
it
milk
again.
and stuff.
No, you need to try it again. If you can drink coconut
No,
water.
but okay, you know what? Let's do a challenge.
Not around me. It's just in case. In case
I
it was
don't even
left.
have my EpiPen with me right now.
Theoretically, I was making enough in my first 6 months to be
Mm-hmm.
able to live abroad, but I was very hands-on, like up and down the motorway, going to client site, meeting new clients, heavy on like
Yeah.
in-person marketing, like going around businesses with my business card, this and that.
Yeah.
It took me 2 years. So I had to set up operations.
So, there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there. What makes you different, and why should people trust you and your course? So that was a big one, isn't it? Surprised you with that?
No, I do have an answer.
An answer. You've got an answer.
I got an answer, yeah. There's no R in an answer. You've seen my content as well, my early content. It's very organic. So I've come from a similar place to a lot of people who follow me.
Okay.
Come from a similar place. I didn't have like a big backing myself. I had to more time raise the capital myself and then put it into the business. I've been very authentic in my journey, and I'm not claiming to be a guru in the business space.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not a millionaire, nothing like that. I got to a set place quicker than my competition in the area.
Yeah.
Almost every established cleaning company in the area that I was doing, especially residential, I overtook them within my first 6 months to a year. Then I was able to franchise it out and basically prove my business concept. Our course is very, I've taken a lot of feedback from people who've opted in as on a discounted rate for a test to give me feedback. And I've adjusted it specifically to what they've asked for. And I've done a lot of mentorship before, so it includes a lot of general questions that I always get.
Okay, if I came to you as a client and I was just like, I just want to start a business, like I want a flexible lifestyle. Let's not actually make it more realistic. So I do a bit of media, a bit of acting. Also, I do a bit of acting, done commercials. Yeah, commercials, got a short film coming up. Not a short film actually, it's a film coming up in March. But say I wanna, like, it was hard for me. So before, I used to do a 9 to 5, but then also with like creative stuff, things come up that like, we need you on the day. And it's like, okay, I can't commit because I've got a 9 to 5, and if I keep calling in sick, I'm gonna get fired. So I want to start a business. I want to be flexible, but I don't know where to start. I don't know how much I need. What would you say to me? What advice would you give? Because I just want to be flexible.
First, I get a context on your lifestyle, like more specifically the hours you're working, the time you start your day, the time you finish your day. If you're going gym, like all of this stuff, all that, so I can get an overview of your timetable. It might sound cliche, but I think a lot of it's to do with the limitations that you don't put on yourself.
And how much you want it? Okay.
How much you want it, because I've taken people on, I've given them the exact step-by-step. They paid for mentorship, however much money, and they're just not taking action.
Okay.
You gotta like actually do the steps that I show you.
Yeah. You like to build a rapport with them, get to know them, and then you adjust it according to that client in particular. It's not everyone gets the same.
Yeah. Because some people might come to me and they work a full-time job, like a proper 9 to 5, not remote and that.
Yeah.
And then some people, they don't have a 9 to 5 and they have a lot more time on their hands, but they might not be so technical on the laptop. So I have to work around that as well. We adapt to everyone's situation, because like I've said before, a cleaning company isn't hard to do, innit? Yeah. It's not hard to do. Just knowing what to do is the harder bit.
What advice would you give fighters to live a flexible life since you're a fighter yourself? What's the main key skills?
There's a flaw in the question, because I don't have a flexible life. I've got a very routine, disciplined type of day. In the UK, fighters are not getting paid so much. It's not really a living, innit?
It's really hard. I can't like Muay Thai. It's like you don't get paid a lot.
Yeah,
it's annoying.
But
it's harder than boxing, so it's like.
But in Thailand, you can make a living out of it because the cost of living is just lower, and they pay you alright compared to what people get paid for jobs, innit? But in the UK, the economy is rubbish, and you don't get paid too much. So for a fighter, you want to build in a more passive income, so you can train without having to work a 9 to 5. Maybe the aim is to do a part-time job and then build up a business as a passive income. That's what I say the goal would be as a first step. Make the step. Like, if you're not business orientated, invest in a mentor or business partner, someone to help you along the way, because it really does take a lot of strain off my shoulders, because I train with a lot of people who work like labour jobs or strenuous jobs, in it, that they're coming to training already tired. The aim is to get the most out of your training, so you're not doing that, innit?
So you're here in Thailand. Tell us about your experience, and you have a few friends fighting, right?
So I've been out here for a couple months. I was in Bangkok first. Crazy place, but great place.
Oh, it's so like crazy traffic, pollution. I don't know, I think I prefer Phuket now.
I prefer the city life.
Really? City boy?
City boy, yeah. It's a bit more unhinged. I think.
And you fought on Raja. Sorry, did we even cover that? You need to tell us about that.
So I came to Bangkok here, train at Sassy Prapa's.
Sassy?
Yeah.
Very sassy.
Nah, but it's a solid gym. It's nothing sassy about that gym. That's a proper fighter's gym, innit? Highly recommend.
Okay.
So I wanted to do like a 4 or 5 week camp, because I wasn't fit. I was bare fat. No, I wasn't
was fat? I've seen you. You're not fat.
I was fat for me, innit?
Okay.
Yeah. So when my parents are calling me fat, I'm like,
you know you're fat. Yeah.
And then they just said like, yeah, we can give you a fight on Raja in 8 days.
Just lose weight, because you're fat.
yeah, it's true.
Wait, what?
They give me a fight, innit? Like, told me 8 days, get ready. Yeah. And it was like, it was the heat. It was hard. Like, really hard. I can't lie. Like, I
do think okay, tell me what you think. Do you think it's harder training in Bangkok or Phuket? Because I have an answer for this.
I don't know, because when I was training in Bangkok, I had to get used to the heat. That's what I'm saying. I did train hard for 1 week and then I fought. So I don't actually know, like.
Okay, you can't compare.
I can't really compare. But I think the air in Phuket is better.
Yes.
In Bangkok, I was
like. 100%. Like, looking back, I was like, I enjoy it more in Phuket, and it's like, not easier, but Bangkok is just so much more harder. Like, the air, I can't breathe. It's a lot.
Phuket's easier because the air is a big deal. I was ill in it the first week. Ill. But not like mad ill. I just had phlegm and cough and all of that. Ooh. And then I took a fight in 8 days. Had a bit of weight to lose, and they don't believe in saunas out here, and it's like.
I mean, because we are in a sauna right now.
Yeah, that's true, but.
I mean, when we were there.
Yeah, that's true. We had to move because I was sweating too much.
You're losing weight. It's fine. You probably lost like 1 kg.
Yeah, it's true.
See, weight cutting.
But why do I need to wait? Did you call me fat as well?
You're not fat. I was saying you're not fat. It was just your family calling you fat. I'm not fat shaming, guys, I swear.
And Tyree from Assassin, she was calling me fat as well.
Oh, is it Tyree Steven?
Yeah.
Is he number 1 or number 2?
He needs to fight AJ Durrani.
Yes. Okay.
Tyree's better than him. Smoked him a couple times.
Oh, did you hear that?
I'm gonna make some enemies that I didn't even
Yeah,
Thanks, mate.
shit. Cut the cameras and do. Do you know what it is? It's the ADHD in me. I keep jumping from question to question.
What were we talking about? Raja.
Raja.
Yes, I thought of Raja. Short notice, but you know what I mean? Big experience.
That's massive.
Didn't want the opportunity to go to waste.
Of
It's the
course.
biggest stage I fought on. My first Muay Thai fight as well. I'm a K1 fighter.
Yeah.
Fought a Japanese guy. Honestly, I do think I was better than him. Yeah, he was tough.
I was training with Sakura's teammate.
Yeah.
I didn't know, and then he's like really big, and then I saw his Instagram. He's like
Famous.
massive, and then he was like Sakura's corner, and I'm like, oh
yeah,
shit.
the Japanese was K1 fighter.
I think so. Yeah.
They're like superstars. They're like
Yeah.
footballers in the UK, innit? But like
Yeah.
the big Thai fighters in Thailand.
Yeah.
So I took the fight. It was decent fight. I think the first round, I think I had him. Took the first round. Towards the end of the second round, I was getting tired. Third round, you know, Muay Thai, you gotta finish strong, innit?
Yeah.
Didn't finish strong. Didn't get the win there. So then I thought, I've got to fight again in Thailand because people are going to ask me, did I fight? And I can't say I just lost. So it's my first loss, innit? So it's like, fought again in Phuket. Obviously got the win there.
You got the big win.
Fight, Bangkok again.
Okay, right again?
Hopefully, yeah.
Oh, hopefully I'm still here. I want to watch.
Hopefully.
I did want to come last night, but it was just so last minute. But, I mean, you won last night, so that's amazing. So, how do you keep on track?
There's a couple different things I could say, but the main one is purpose, innit? Like, if I feel like I'm doing the right thing and I'm always going for increase and improvement, that's what drives me. And I'm a Muslim, innit? So it's like, I have faith in God's plan, and I feel like to be the best person you can be is in line with God's plan. You know what I mean? With purpose in it.
Yeah, and trusting God, because I feel like there's a lot of things that we try to control, but it's like it's just all God's plan.
Yeah,
and there's
yeah,
a reason for everything.
Yeah, I think as long as you work hard, that's it. The rest will fall into place.
Yeah,
that
God
could
will
be
reward you,
in anything. Like it could be work, business, training, gym, whatever you're doing. As long as you're working hard. Like when I say hard, I mean like because you train as well. Innit? You know, training can be hard. Like there'll be times
100%.
where you're actually feeling just can't. You have to push through it.
I used to control everything, and it just kills you. And it's just like, just trust in God. Like have faith in Him. Like He has a plan for you, and He wants the best for you.
He wants the best for you, yeah. But you got to want the best for yourself. That's why I'm saying you got to work in line with God's plan. You got to work in line, otherwise it's not going to work. Strong believer in you get your strength, not just from the internal, because obviously you have to be strong here, but you get strength and guidance and whatever from the external, and that's God. Everything external is from God. So.
Guys, trust in God. If you don't have a relationship with God, get a relationship with God.
That's it.
But yeah.
I'll back that.
Yeah. I used to, like, my family, they were, like, Catholic, but, like, I feel like I just got closer to God a few years ago. It's like I knew of God before, but now it's like I know God and I actually have a relationship. So, like, everything's changed, like, my perspective, everything.
So I pray for shit and it becomes a reality, and it only happens when you actually believe that shit.
Yeah.
You actually have to, if you believe something, you know that there's work that can be done to achieve that. So you're going to do the work. That makes sense. That's why I think belief is such a strong factor.
Yeah.
Just believing that it's realistically possible, that's going to give you the motivation to go and get it.
Believing, having faith. Because even when I'm going through, like, a lot of deep stuff, like, before I would have questioned God, and like, why is God putting me through this? But now it's like, okay, I know there's a reason for this. Like, there's a lesson for this. Like, I know I'm going to come out of this. God is going to make me stronger.
Yeah. Life's a test, isn't it?
Yeah, and especially with your business, like, businesses are going to fail. But, like, God is teaching you a lesson. There's a reason for everything.
Yeah. I get stressed out a lot in my business. But when I come out at the end of, like, say I've found a solution to the problem that was stressing me out, that's a lesson, that's a learning curve. That's something I come out better each and every time, innit?
Exactly. Amen. Praise God.
Now let me relate it to fighting on a quick one as well. Like,
God.
see, the harder you're training, the harder it is, the better you're gonna come out of the other side, innit? Same in the business. So like, if something hard and there's a difficult situation that's come about, if you found a solution to get through that, persevered and come out positive,
it's because it was hard in the first place, and now you're that much better from that problem. If that makes sense. You solved that problem. You're above that problem now.
What is your goal for 2025?
My goal is to get ranked in the K1 scene. I want to beat someone in the rankings. There's a few.
What's your names? No.
I don't even know the order, but I know Tom Kirk's up there.
Oh, okay.
In my weight.
Rory Tracy, right?
Yeah, I think so. Dom Edwards was supposed to fight before. I don't know if he's still in the rankings, but that would be a good fight. Ty Riches was supposed to fight before. I got him. He was talking a bit of, I saw him do a podcast. He was talking about making excuses and that, but.
Oh, what excuses?
He's like, oh, I doesn't really know if I feel this and that, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
He's a bit stiff in the shoulders. I'll be able to work around that.
Yeah,
he's strong in it.
Yeah.
Strong in it. Good, heavy hitter, but real quicker than him. Yeah, that's
Smooth operator.
But he's a good fighter. I'm not gonna take nothing away. Okay. So is Dom Edwards. Those are two fights.
What weight is that? Like 66 or something?
Yeah, 65.
65.
Yeah. They might have about 63, 65 in it.
Okay.
But these are names getting out there
Yeah.
that I wanna get on my roster this year, hopefully. Got a Spanish opponent in March.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Amazing. Can't wait for that. Any last words? Any shout outs?
Any shout outs?
Any advice for like fighters out there?
I can't do shout outs because there's too many people on the list. But I need to shout out everyone in it. Family, friends, supporters. See what it is when I'm out here as well.
Yeah.
You see when your circle, because we're all training together, Robbins and arms type of shit, innit? Like, it's raw out here. So it's like, you see when your circle is your motivator.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't lose in it. Like, if someone else need to get to that level, we'll all get to that level. And if someone else will inspire for the next level, then everyone else, it's just pure growth in it.
Yeah.
So shout out to everyone.
Shout out to everyone. Thank you so much, Zayaan. That's been Go to Combat Promotions. And we can't wait to see you on March 22nd. Shout out your TikTok.
Just my name, Zayaan _K1.
Alright, make sure to follow him. His socials will be underneath. Alright, thank you guys. Bye.